Hello and welcome back to another video about the Pfaff Creative Icon 2. Today we are talking about embroidery. We're going to be going over the projector and the hoop scanning, which are both new to the Creative Icon 2. Along the way, we'll talk about a few other changes that Pfaff has made from the Creative Icon 1 to the Creative Icon 2. But to start, let's get a baseline. Let's talk about the hoops. So, we have a variety of sizes. 4 hoops come with the Creative Icon 2, starting with a little 4 3/4 inch hoop, which is 120 by 120. We have other intermediate sizes, going about 10 by 8, even larger, and finally the largest of all, the 14 by 14 inch dual-sided hoop. So all of those come with the Creative Icon 2. Today, however, we will just be using one of the moderately sized hoops. Okay, so for our first demonstration, I've got a nice floral fabric here. And what we're going to be doing is positioning a word in the space between the flowers using the projector and the hoop scanning. First we scan our hoop, then we use the projector to arrange where our word goes. So to get started, right now I'm in embroidery edit mode. This is the screen that the machine pulls you to when you hit embroidery when it first turns on. It offers you sewing, embroidery, and my Sewnet blog, and I've hit embroidery. Okay, so down here we've got hoop options. I select that, and the hoop that I'm going to be using is already selected because that's what I had selected last time I was using the machine. Okay, now we've got some new icons up here. We've got Start Hoop Scan. This is what we're interested in. So I hit Start Hoop Scan, and it says touch OK to start the hoop scan. Remove the presser foot for best result. I have done so. I have also unthreaded from the needle. I have found that if your thread is dangling down there as the hoop is moving, you get a really weird line across your scan. Okay, hoop moves into position, or the module does, and now it says attach hoop. Okay, the scan is done. Now, background is what we're going to change. Right now we're on background color, which is white. I tap background color, and now I can choose scanned hoop. Okay, all right. I now can close my hoop options menu, and there we see my scanned fabric. Now, one best practice that you'll want to double check before you actually scan your hoop is that your work light is all the way up. I did that before we started the cameras, but if you were previously using your projector and you had turned your work light down, it will need to be turned back up. It doesn't automatically come back to full. If you scan with that work light all the way down, you get a very dark picture, very hard to see. Okay, so I'm going to be aiming for this blank area here. We are going to add some lettering. So I've pulled up my fonts. We've got embroidery fonts. We've even got the stitch fonts from the sewing side. I am going to stick with my embroidery fonts, however. And I know I need a pretty small font size, so I'm going for a middling size, 20 millimeters, and we'll pick Pouty. Okay, type my phrase in, and I know I need it on a curve, and so I select the curve I'm going to do. And there we go. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of editing. All right, so I've got my phrase shaped how I want, sized how I want, and rotated how I want. And we're curling around the bottom of this design. I think I'll maybe scooch it down a little bit. Okay, now here's one of the things I wanted to show you that's different about the Creative Icon 2. I am going to be stitching this out in yellow. And so if I want to see that on screen, I go to my little painter's palette here. We let it load, and all of my letters are going to be the same color, so I select all and I hit change color. Okay, here's what's such a big deal. On the Creative Icon 1, you could select from a rainbow of colors, but they had no like real world application with thread numbers and thread brands. That's what we have now. So I tap the little spool icon here, and I am going to scroll down. I use Isacord, that's what I've got here. So we're headed down toward the eyes. Now here's something funny about Isacord. It's currently listed as iCord. I'm not sure if they're going to change that in the future, but right now it's iCord Poly 40. And my stitch number is, or my thread number, excuse me, is 0605. Okay. And it knows it's yellow. There we are. And now my text is yellow, just as it's going to be on my stitch out. Not a necessary change. The machine doesn't know what I'm putting on there. It's not going to be mad if I put a different color on, but it helps me visualize it. So that's what I've done. Okay, well, let's get all rethreaded and put my foot back on, and then we'll continue. Okay, so far I've shown us how we can position using the scanned hoop, and I can just position my text on screen. However, I could have not scanned the hoop and just used the projector to find where I wanted to go. However, in this case, because I needed to so precisely make that curve, I really liked having the scanned hoop. However, I am going to show you it if you didn't scan your hoop and you wanted to just use the projector. So we're just going to turn off that scanned hoop, go back to a background color. If you hit none, the background is black. So I always do background color. Okay, all right. So now I hit my little projector icon. I turn my work light all the way down because the projector is much easier to see with that down. And I turn the projection on. Okay, so right now we can see a very small amount of my projection. That's because the hoop right now is showing a part of the hoop where I don't have anything projected. So I need to move the hoop down. There we go. I'm starting to be able to see my design. Excellent. Okay, and here I can check where it's going to stitch out, and I might say, okay, I think I need to move that up a little bit. So I can go back into Edit Design, move the design up, and can you see on the hoop, it's also moving up. That's a live projection I have. All right, we'll hit somewhere in the middle. All right, that's good enough for me. So we've shown you how the scan hoop works for finding a placement and how the projector works for placing a design. We have done the projector right now, so that's where we're going to stop, and we're going to go to stitch out. Okay, it did it. Look at this. Beautiful positioning. So that was what we did with the projector. You could also have done it with the hoop scanning. I will say the two methods will give you slightly different results. The scanner can be calibrated to give you a slightly more precise result. The projector can also be calibrated by a certified technician. And so you won't get exactly the same result with both of them because there's different processes involved. But I am so happy with how that curved around my flower motif. So that is scanning and projecting with the Creative Icon 2. Again, thank you so much for tuning in to watch our videos, and keep an eye out for the next one.